What is up, guys? You may have seen that previously I did a video where I counted down the 10 most broken characters in the Street Fighter series. I thought that with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite right around the corner, this would be a good opportunity to do a similar list for the Marvel vs. Capcom series. So we're going to be turning back the clock, running down the 10 most overpowered, most broken, whatever you want to call them, most dominant characters in the Marvel vs. Capcom series. And to clarify, we're talking only about the main Marvel vs. Capcom series here, so we're not including X-Men vs. Street Fighter or Marvel Superheroes or those games, just because that would be way too many characters to narrow it down. So with that, let's jump right in and start the list. And so, coming in at number 10 is Cable from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. If you're a new player, you will definitely have a hard time fighting with Cable. He is a keep-away monster. He just fills the screen up with projectiles and bullets and beams and grenades and all kinds of stuff. And probably the most defining part of his character is the Air Hyper Viper Beam, one of his supers. It comes out pretty much instantly. It does a whole lot of damage, reaches all the way across the screen, and it can be comboed into itself. So it's a ridiculously good tool that makes Cable pretty hard to deal with for most of the cast. If you're not a super fast rushdown character, it's going to be really hard to get past that big wall of projectiles that Cable puts out. Coming in at number 9 is Dr. Doom from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And Dr. Doom is kind of a weird case because on point, he's pretty good. He's got good projectiles, and Foot Dive is good, but where he really comes to shine is as an assist character. All three of his assists are really, really good, some of the best assists in the game, particularly Hidden Missiles, which is absolutely one of the best assists, if not the best. It's been in a lot of tournament teams all through the years. So Hidden Missiles is really good. It locks the opponent down. It chases them wherever they go on screen. Super powerful. Dr. Doom is also really good because of the TAC glitch, which, in case you don't know, it's a glitch that lets you do really long, swaggy combos after a team aerial counter, including infinites, and Dr. Doom has some of the easiest and most powerful combos off of the TAC glitch, so that makes him really, really strong and a valuable asset on any team. Up next, we've got Gold War Machine from Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Now, Gold War Machine and War Machine are almost the same character. Gold War Machine is more damaging, but he's also slower, but he does have super armor always on, which is pretty nice. But the really broken thing is when you put both of them on the same team, you can do a combination super between the two of them, and you can fire missiles into the air, and they're going to track the opponent wherever they go, and you can do a bunch of these with 2 or 3 meters. And it does so much damage. Even if the opponent blocks it, it does a whole lot of damage. It might even make your game freak out if you're running it on your computer like I am. So a super, super broken combo. Once these two characters are together, that's one of the most broken teams in Marvel vs. Capcom history. Coming in at number 7, we've got Virgil from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Virgil has these huge sword moves that reach most of the way across the screen and can be turned into big damage if they connect. He's got Rapid Slash, which lets him cross the opponent up pretty much whenever he wants. He's got the Spiral Sword Super, which is great for applying pressure, plus it can be used in combos to kind of loop the opponent. You can combo off of Spiral Swords into more Spiral Swords and keep it going. And worst of all, if Virgil's the last character, he has probably the best comeback potential in the game with level 3 X Factor. He does so much damage, he moves so fast. Really, really hard to deal with, so Virgil can be a real pain, especially if he's in the 3rd slot. Coming in at number 6, we've got Red Venom from Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Like Gold War Machine, Red Venom is a secret character. You got to put in a code to unlock him, but it's worth it. He is super fast. He like sprints around the screen basically when you're walking. He's got very, very high damage, big combo potential. He's even got a lot of infinite combos. His only downside is he does have very low health. I believe it's the lowest in the game. He dies in only a few hits, but if you just kill the opponent without getting hit, not a problem. And he is pretty good at killing the opponent because his combo potential is so good and because he can get in so fast and start mixing the opponent up. So very strong character and arguably the best character in Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Up next, we've got Magneto from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, a very notorious character To start things off, Magneto has a 1-frame crouching light, which, if you don't quite understand what that means, basically no move comes out faster than that. So he's really good at getting the first hit. He's got ridiculous mix-ups with his triangle jump that allows him to make you guess between high and low blocking really fast. His dash goes full screen basically instantly. He's got really good resets where he combos you and it leads into a mix-up. He's pretty much just a force to be reckoned with. Probably the fastest character in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and made legendary by players like Yipes and Fnatic, who proved in tournaments that he's definitely one of the best characters out there. And really good at dealing with characters like Cable, who like to keep you out because he is so fast and so effective at getting in. Coming in at number 4, probably the most hated character in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's Morrigan. She's an extremely effective keep-away character. She's got really good zoning with her fireballs, and she's got the super Astral Vision, which puts a second Morrigan behind you and lets her throw fireballs at you from both sides. So she can keep you away really well. She can juggle you with the fireballs, and up close she's no slouch either. She can mix you up high and low with her shell kick and use that to convert into a combo, which builds her more meter for more Astral Visions. Especially combined with the Doctor Doom hidden missiles assist that I mentioned earlier, she is definitely the best zoning character in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and extremely frustrating to deal with. If you watch players like Chris G, he won EVO using this team, so just looking at the results you can tell that Morrigan is a force to be reckoned with. Coming in at the number 3 most overpowered Marvel vs. Capcom character, we've got Sentinel from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. One of my favorite characters for sure. Sentinel seems like he should be this big, clunky, slow character, but in the right hands, he's extremely agile with his wave dashing, with his fly canceling. He can get around the screen really fast. He does a ton of damage. He's always got super armor on, so he can absorb attacks and hit the opponent through them. He's got a really powerful super that he can combo off of. He's got really good zoning with his projectiles. And just in general, a lot of the cast can't deal with him. He can fly above people's heads and poke them with his stomps, and it's hard for a lot of characters to even do anything about it. So an extremely fun character to play, a high skill cap, but a very difficult character to fight against is Sentinel. In the number 2 slot, we've got Zero from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Zero is so crazy. He's got these ridiculous cross-ups with his teleport. He's got the huge sword normals. He's got the pizza cutter, which basically surrounds his body in a sword hitbox. He's got the lightning loop combos, which he can use his power-up super to loop you in lightning and kill you pretty effectively that way. And once he kills a character, he can do crazy mix-ups on the incoming character, combo off that into more lightning loops, and then kill that character. So Zero's whole MO is when he gets a hit, he doesn't just kill a character, he kills a team. Which is what you want. You got to kill an entire team to win a round of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Zero is one of the best in the game at doing that. So I kind of love to hate Zero, but you got to admit he is definitely strong. One of the strongest in the entire series. And without further ado, the number 1 most overpowered character in Marvel vs. Capcom is Storm from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Storm is kind of the best of both worlds. She can keep away, she can rush down, she can fly at the top of the screen going, caw, caw, caw! No one can reach her up there, so she can do that to build a bunch of meter. She can use those meters to do her Hailstorm super, which covers the entire screen, does a lot of damage, even if it's blocked. And then once she's got the meter, she's got the life lead, she can go in and apply the rushdown. She's an extremely effective rushdown character, very, very fast. She's got the tri-jumps just like Magneto, so she can mix up high and low. She can combo into her super, which she can then DHC. So she's pretty much effective on any team. She's a good first character or second character because she can build meter or she can spend meter. So Storm, I think, in my opinion, is the best character in the entire series. So guys, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you would like to see more lists in the future. Post in the comments if you're excited for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. What characters are you hoping make a return in that game? We haven't seen too many yet, so I think there's a lot of potential to see some of these really awesome characters return. So, That's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.